Hello, welcome to the Mike Massé Show. I'm Mike Massé. Today is Friday, April 10th, and we have a special show today because we're doing an interview. On Fridays, I try to do live interviews, and today we have Jeff Hall standing by for a live interview shortly. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Jeff Hall, as you probably know, if you're a follower of mine, Jeff Hall is the bass player and the backing vocalist who performed with me at the Pie Pizzeria on most of those videos from the Pie era. So Jeff still lives in Salt Lake City, and he's still a prosecutor, so we're going to have a little chat. He's at work today, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, this is sort of a bit of a Jeff Hall themed episode today, so I thought it'd be nice to start off with some Space Oddity, since that's a song that Jeff and I made famous. Just kidding, it was already famous. But Jeff and I, we contributed our rendition, and a couple of them actually. So yeah, enjoy. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Though I've passed 100,000 miles, I'm feeling merry still, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating round my tin can, far above the Cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, you know, I've been working on that eye in the sky. I've been working on it. We'll see. I appreciate the suggestion, though. Let me, I should, oh, where'd it go? Oh, this is what I'm referring to. I guess I should, oh no, it's doing that thing again. I wonder if it's my mouse, or if it's just really, no, it's just the thing. Yeah. All right. Let's see if it works now. Sorry, I'm trying to get my on-screen chat working. And, yay. Cool. Hi, Mike. How you doing, man?
He's a regular.
Yep, Mike is a regular. I appreciate that. Appreciate my regulars, all of you regulars, and all of you future regulars, potential regulars. Right on. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Jack and Diane. Yeah. It's a nice little ditty, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I don't remember it. little Jack and Diane, good stuff. Thanks, Jeff. Where's my? Yes, this is I'm actually wearing. I don't know if you noticed, but it's the National Video Game Museum. It's in the Dallas area. Let's see if you can see the back there. Get the little dragon thing going on. Yeah. Some old Atari 2600 for you. Yeah, my favorite video game. I don't know, man. I really like the Portal stuff. That was all fun. I did. I used to do a little bit of gaming, like some Call of Duty and some Battlefield and such. Don't really have time much anymore.
That'd be cool if you did.
Yeah, Adventure, exactly. Atari Adventure. That's the dragon. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oops, it moved. Sometimes they jump on my screen, so yeah. Anyway. Thanks. Okay, so back to the music. I'm going to do some Beatles for you. It's the Daily Beatles. And, yeah. This is a YouTube debut for you. I'm doing Help. I do this with my band, but I don't really do it solo very often. So let's see what happens.
Help, I need somebody, help, not just anybody, help, you know I need someone, help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I change my mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I change my mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being round.
Oh, thank you kindly. Thank you, Exodus. It's fun to see the written descriptions of the emojis that you guys choose. That was a Shiba dog, apparently. Good stuff. That's funny. All right, so we've reached that part of the show where. Oh, what? Oh, thanks, Alex. Is that the one you're talking about, or did I miss another one? Oh, above that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Snow Worries. Snow Worries. Snow Worries. I don't know any Guns N' Roses yet. I guess I could learn Patience at some point, probably. And I've also kind of toyed with the idea of an acoustic version of Sweet Child of Mine, but you know, it's been done as well. We'll see. And check my tunings, make sure I'm in tune with my harmonica. Or close enough. Yeah, sure. So, so the format of this show is that, you know, we're kind of doing live music, and I'm some of it's requested and some of it's stuff I have prepared for you. And but the way that this works is that your donations are greatly appreciated, essentially. So you guys keep this show going with your PayPal and your Venmo donations, and you can also make the donations directly there in the Super Chat on YouTube. And I also want to say another word about notifications. If you want to know, like, how do I find out when Mike's doing a live stream? You actually, if you go to my channel page, and if you look next to the subscribe button, make sure you've clicked subscribe, but next to it there's a little bell. If you click on that little bell, it gives you 3 options: no notifications, personalized notifications, or all notifications. I personally recommend all notifications because personalized, I don't know how you even tell YouTube what you want, what you don't want. I'm not sure if they just do it for you, but anyway, if you get all notifications, then it'll probably just like pop up on literally in your browser, like when I go live on a live stream. So, and I don't do enough on YouTube that it's going to bug you that much. I mean, it'll give you notifications once in a while, but the live streams, you know, you'll get notifications about those. So anyway, that's my suggestion.
Oh, you got some donations.
Oh, thank you, folks.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that.
So damn generous.
Yeah, that's very kind. You've impressed my son, Tim. He's reacting. Oh, by the way, let's say, Tim, can you say hi? My 13-year-old son, Tim, is running the show over at the computer. And so he's an essential part of this team.
Hi.
And we're all grateful for him and the time he gives. Oops, did I get it? Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. There's a little dollar sign below the super chat that you can click on. And that's the super chat for YouTube. Right below this live chat, there should be a little dollar symbol. That's the super chat thing. And otherwise, you know, Venmo and PayPal work too. There's links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. And Timmy's going to throw a link to the PayPal up on the screen right now. This is actually like if you take a picture of this with your phone, it'll just open that link to on the QR code. So, and I don't really like to do a lot of talking about this stuff during the shows. So I'm going to let Timmy handle a lot of the reminders on screen, and I'm just going to play some music for you. All right, so let's get back to it. And Paul, Tim, thank you very much for your requests or your donation as well. What's that?
One above Paul.
Yeah, there was another one that was, yeah. That was Evitt.
Yeah.
Thanks, Evitt. It's Sue. Oh, it's Sue. It's Steve and Sue. Thank you, Steve and Sue. Very appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm not going to grab them. I'm not going to be able to grab every single one and throw it on the screen and such, but I'll do the best I can to acknowledge you, and it's always appreciated. And the PayPal stuff, if you send a PayPal donation, just include a little note in there, and I'll read it. Your own little note to me. So my request that Paul suggested that I do whatever I want, I'm going to do my favorite song right now, which is until further notice. It's Western Stars by Bruce Springsteen, so I'm going to do that for you. This is a song from the movie Western Stars and the album Western Stars. It's the title track. I wake up in the morning, just glad my boots are on, instead of emptying the whispering grasses down the 5 at Forest Lawn. On the set, the makeup girl brings me
2 raw eggs and a shot of gin. Then I give it all up for that little blue pill that promises to bring it all back to you again. Yeah, ride me down easy, ride me down easy, friend. Tonight the western stars are shining bright again. Here in the canyons above sunset, the desert don't give up a fight. Coyote with someone's chihuahua and its teeth skitters across my veranda in the night. Some lost sheep from Oklahoma sips her mojito down at the whiskey bar. Smiles and says she thinks she remembers me from that commercial with a credit card. Hell, these days there ain't no more. Now there's just a game. Tonight the western stars are shining bright again. Sundays I take my El Camino, throw my saddle in and go east to the desert where the charros, they still ride and roll. Our American brothers cross the wire and bring the old ways with them. Tonight the western stars are shining bright again. Once I was shot by John Wayne. Yeah, it was towards the end. That one scene brought me 1,000 drinks, set me up and I'll tell it for you, friend. Here's to the cowboys, the riders in the whirlwind. Tonight the western stars are shining bright again. And the western stars are shining bright again. Tonight the riders on Sunset are smothered in the Santa Ana winds. And the western stars are shining bright again. Come on and ride me down easy, ride me down easy, friend. Tonight the western stars are shining bright again. I woke up this morning, just glad my boots were on.
Cool. I really like that song. If you couldn't tell, can you mute my mic for a sec? Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you, folks. Very kind. Tim Collins, yes, thank you. Oh, Cheryl, very kind of you. Starman. Raymond, I did Space Oddity. I think that's going to be the Bowie for the day, but I really appreciate that. Maybe I can do it for you tomorrow? I'm going to do a full-length show tomorrow at the same time. What's that?
It could be a feature request.
I've already got one of those, actually. Blackbird or Creep. Cool. Thanks, Aaron. Thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate that. And Dorte. Thank you very much for your donation as well. Cool. And keep the chat coming. I appreciate all the chat activity, and I'll go back and check it later and see what requests I miss. So yes, feel free to let me know what you want to hear in the requests. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to do I guess we'll call this the featured request, maybe. This one, I'm going to do some Radiohead. Just a second. Oh, where is it? All right. Cool. Thanks, Carl. I don't actually do this mistake live, or at least I never have, and that's kind of a piano song. And I'm going to do some piano for you guys eventually, but I just haven't set it up yet. Thank you for the request and the donation. But I'm going to do some Radiohead. This is Paranoid Android, and this is for Wayne, Tip Lady. Cheryl. Cheryl mentioned that this is your birthday, Wayne, so happy birthday, man. And I'm going to play, I guess, one of your two favorites. I'm going to do Paranoid Android for you, so I hope you enjoy this. Happy birthday. Please could you stop the noise? I'm trying to get some rest. With your love from all the unborn chicken voices in my head. Was there? Was there? When I am king, you will be first against the wall. With your opinion, which is of no consequence at all. What's that? What's that? Ambition makes you look pretty ugly. Kicking, squealing, Gucci little piggy. You don't remember, you don't remember, you don't remember my name. Off with this head man, off with this head man. Why won't he remember my name? I guess he does.
the vomit, the panic, the vomit. God loves his children. God loves his children, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't stop there.
I mean, it doesn't stop there, but it just always...
Yeah. Usually the audience starts clapping at the wrong time.
Really?
Yeah, often, yeah. Yeah. This is Gary saying hello to Jeff. Hey, Gary. Let's see. Oh, thank you, folks. Very kind. Was it the blue one? The Stereophonics? Mike Ivanko. Thank you, Mike. I'm gonna do some Toto for you today, but not that one. I'm gonna do Africa, I think. AJ.
Here comes the applause.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and you guys might be curious to know that I can't put well, I can put comments with emojis. Just the emojis don't show up, so I can't put them on the screen. So if it's just all clapping, if I put it up on the screen, it'll just be blank. So I hope they fix that and make it where emojis work. So yeah, apologies for missing some lyrics in that one, but I think I got most of it. All right, cool. So we've reached that time. We're at the live interview portion of our show, and we're gonna start off by I'm gonna introduce my guest today. My guest today is Jeff Hall, and I'm gonna show you a little highlights reel. I mean, it's just 4 songs really, but just to give, if you're not familiar with my work with Jeff, we're gonna play you a little. Do you see that video, Jeff? Or I mean, Tim? Do you see it? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play you a little 2-minute video that just kind of shows you some of the songs we've done together, and it starts off with Africa. Africa is our most popular cover that we did together. So go ahead.
Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's something that 100 men or more could ever do. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. Bless the rains down in Africa. Bless the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never have. In restless dreams I walked alone. Narrow streets of cobblestone. Beneath the halo of a street lounge, I turned my collar to the cold and down. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, split the night and touched the sound of silence. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man I think I am at all. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning his fuse up there alone. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know who shed you when. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare.
Cool. So Jeff Hall, welcome.
Hey, how are you? Man,
Good.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
I'm sorry about my connection is not fantastic. This is a government connection I've provided you with, apparently. And so, sorry about that. I'm going to try not to move. I think that's part of the difficulty.
The upload speeds aren't always what they're cracked up to be,
No,
Yeah,
no.
but it's all good, man. We can see you and hear you, and that's what matters.
Cool,
so.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah,
That's great.
and
It's fun.
it's great to talk to you. People have been asking about if I can perform with other folks on these live streams, and the answer is maybe. I don't know. I haven't really sorted it out completely yet. But I know how to do this, so we're going to do this today.
There you go.
So yeah.
Right on.
So
hey,
go ahead.
congratulations on the show, man. This is
thank you.
fantastic. I've watched a bunch of episodes.
Thank you.
Timothy, I want to shout out to your engineer there running the thing.
Yeah, Tim, he's giving you a shout out. You can't hear him, Tim, but he's
Is
saying,
he already made an appearance?
Well, no, he
thing?
just can't hear. Tim's
Yeah.
just not monitoring the sound, so he can't hear you. But
Cool. Well,
yeah, I agree. Tim's doing a great job.
Yeah,
This
nice.
wouldn't be possible without him. So
right on.
yeah. Thanks for the plug and for tuning in.
And I know you said you were going to read the chat comments because I was kind of typing away, while I've been doing the thing here.
Uh-huh.
And I made a comment that this is just like chatting in the background at the pie while Mike is up there singing, except it's just a lot quieter. Nobody's dropped a utensil yet that I could hear on the thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe Timmy will spill a soda or something.
But there's less outrage from the people online. Why can't they shut up and listen to the...
I know. Yeah, I always think back about that. Which one was it? It was the end of One Tree Hill when people are chatting through the whole song, and at the very end, I'm like, YouTube's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. So yeah, this is not our first appearance together on YouTube, but it's the first time we've appeared together on YouTube and not being in the same room at the same time.
Separated by 700, 800 miles.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we should tell people you're in Salt Lake City.
Yep.
And I'm in Denver, and
I'm at work and you're at work, so.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a little bit about what's work like for you right now.
It's crazy. Our office, so I work for the district attorney's office, so we're the public prosecutor for a county of about 1.3 million people. We prosecute all the felonies in Salt Lake County. And of course, we're under a stay-at-home orders here. The social distancing, only essential operations are open. We have a staff of about 330 people. And of that, I've got about 20 people who are coming to the office every day. Everybody else is working remotely. But the good news is we're doing work still, so we're still filing cases. We're appearing in court by video, like what I'm doing with you right now, which is much more pleasant than talking to His Honor. No offense, Judge, but
or Her Honor, yeah.
Yeah, whichever. And we got a link up in the jail and defense attorneys, so it's working. It's not great, but we can keep. We can keep working, but man, it's a lot of work. I'm glad it's Friday.
So we spoke yesterday, and I think you mentioned that almost everything but jury trials are basically trying to be handled remotely.
Yeah. So we have adversarial hearings, cross-examination, people offering evidence, people making objections. Sometimes the connections are not great, as you can witness here. Yeah. So sometimes you have to repeat your objection 4 times. So it's not ideal, but it's better. I know, but it's what? But it's better. It's better than nothing. So but I'm still coming to work.
See if we can get it back.
Clicked literally on the Jeff picks and it just closed the whole thing.
Okay. Well, good to know. I don't know if we'll be able to get Jeff back. Let's see.
That Jeff picks thing closed the whole thing out. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, let's see if we've got a stream going. I don't even know if we're live.
Just click play.
Okay. Folks, can you hear me? I think you can hear me probably. Oh. Yeah, we're not quite ready for you, Jeff. Just a second. I don't know if anyone else can hear me, and I hope I didn't. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Just a second.
reading the chat. It says, "Got your voices. They can hear us."
Okay.
So we'll keep it family friendly.
Yeah, I know. It might be a little too late for that. Because I was pretty disturbed by this whole
I was thinking it.
instant shutdown.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Maybe Jeff can do
It says we can hear you.
They can't see us yet?
It says Jeff is back.
Okay.
Both hear you now. I'm reading to you the live stream.
Can you guys, you can't hear you can't see us? You can only hear us? We hear you both now. Seems okay now?
Can see and hear Jeff now.
Oh, okay.
Can see and hear Jeff now. Got video of Jeff.
Apparently just doing this closed the whole thing.
Doing what?
Just trying to click on Jeff.
See Jeff.
Oh, it just crashed it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I apologize, folks. We had my broadcasting software just crashed midstream.
I'm not gonna do his pictures.
Yeah, when we had the pictures going, it just I can just a second. This one you need to.
Oh, it says we're back. It says we're seeing here both of us.
I don't know why that's so big. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to use that shot either. Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting. I was actually wondering if that would ever happen. I was like, I wonder what would happen if live cast just crashed during a stream. That's what happened. So let's move on with the interview, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, but good to know that that justice prevails. That you guys are able to keep things running. People might not know about that. I was a public defender, and you are and still are a prosecutor.
Yeah.
And so we used to see each other at court, and we'd come to the pie and we'd talk about each other's days and the cases that we had, and the judges and the attorneys that we both knew that drove us both crazy and stuff like that. Yeah, good times. So, but let's talk about music. Let's talk about what kind of music did you grow up with?
I grew up with a lot of music. My parents both like music. But it's interesting. I think as interesting as what I grew up with is what I didn't grow up with either. My folks, they kind of grew up in the 50s, and a lot of the music of the 60s, that wasn't really what they were listening to. So I didn't really grow up with the Beatles. I didn't grow up with the Stones. I didn't grow up with the Who. I didn't grow up with any of that stuff. My folks listened to a lot of some of the pop music that was contemporary, like the Carpenters. Grew up listening to a lot. And I've loved Karen Carpenter's voice since I first heard it when
she's just an amazing musician.
4.
Period. Yeah. Even a great drummer. Yeah. That's cool though.
So I listened to a lot of classical music growing up, especially a lot. For some reason, I just latched onto the pipe organ, and I studied that in high school and in college. I still play a fair amount.
Nice.
We've got some large instruments in Salt Lake City, and I get the privilege to play those every now and then.
Right on.
I help build one of them. Story for another day. So a lot of classical music growing up, and then high school was a lot of jazz too. I was in the jazz band in high school, and then I took some form of class or group or combo or something in college every semester, both undergraduate and law school. So I played a lot of jazz, playing bass. I tried to play some jazz piano. If I had a superpower, it would be playing jazz piano.
I know, right?
Yeah. So it kind of relates to this interview topic, because a lot of the stuff that you and I did at the Pi, I didn't grow up with it. I wasn't just natively familiar with it. In fact, I learned a lot of songs playing with you, even before the Pi, early on, right in the 90s, when we were playing Mama's Cafe. We were Twice Daily. We were playing coffee shops when you were that summer in Southern California. Dietrich's, who played a lot of Dead. That's kind of where I started my appreciation for all that stuff. I didn't appreciate the Beatles music until I really started playing it. A lot of that music, that the song is 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I was like, you haven't even started. So I just didn't listen to it a lot growing up. It wasn't until I played it and I really saw the beauty of it, and just the genius of. It's particularly the Beatles that I really gained an appreciation for it, and that's primarily by virtue of playing with you and learning it from you, and you know, really becoming really educated about what's really going on in that music. There's a lot there, yeah. So, well, anyway, it's kind of growing up.
Do you remember what the first music was that you bought for yourself?
Yeah, so, well, I remember a cassette tape I got early on. It was called The Greatest Hits of 1740. Seriously, yeah. So it was like Pachelbel's Canon and like Brandenburg Concertos. And I played that tape, you know, just over and over and over.
That's awesome.
The first music I bought myself was an LP of Booker T and the MGs.
Nice.
And then... and I remember my first probably like album experience where you put the needle on the record and you play to the A side and you flip it over the B side. I remember somebody in high school brought back a brand new copy of Paul Simon's Graceland.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and we put it on the record player and started, and I was just blown away. Like from the first note, I was just captivated.
That's cool.
And we played the whole record. And we just kind of looked at each other like, whoa. And we flipped it back over and put it on the A side and just played it again. Nice. I was like extremely late for whatever appointment that I had to get to. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. We just got our hands on this record. It was incredible. So, yeah. Cool. So that's it's kind of early music. I remember, you know, the CDs coming out and how revolutionary that was. And I think you and we bought a lot of CDs in college.
Yeah.
There was a lot of classical music that we.
Yeah, I was collecting a lot of classical music in college. Yeah. So you, when did you start playing bass?
That was in junior high school. We lived in New York. We lived north of the city in Westchester County, and the property taxes up there are massive. But the flip side of that is that even the junior high school music program, that we had a separate orchestra teacher apart from the band teacher. And this, for some reason, this guy brought me into the office and he said, I understand you play piano. And I was like, well, yeah, that's true. I truly think he was just guessing. His name was Robert Seiler. He looked like he was 120 years old, but he's such a kind man. And he said, I also understand that you play bass. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh, am I mistaken? I was like, yeah, I don't play bass, dude. He's like, would you like to? I was like, what? And he goes, I'll give you like free lessons, because he didn't have a bass player for the orchestra. And so that's when I started. That would have been 1981 or 2.
It's just crazy to think about, like, that conversation, what that led to in your life, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like that one conversation I did not have about being a Formula One driver. And to this day, I'm still not a Formula One driver. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. But teachers can make a big difference, right? You know.
All the difference. Yeah. All the difference. And yeah, so then I just stayed with, and I stayed with piano, and I then added organ lessons to that. But yeah, so I didn't play bass guitar until I got to high school, my second year of high school. So I would have been maybe 15, and that was for jazz band. I didn't play bass in pop music until maybe the end of high school. So I wasn't 17 until I started playing.
So you read music pretty well, right?
Yeah, I've taken a lot of music theory and composition classes starting in high school, and then all through college. And I play a lot of classical music on piano and organ. So yeah.
That's great.
So,
but you haven't always been a singer, right? That's kind of maybe a surprise to most people. I mean, at least when you played and sang at the same time, you didn't do that much.
No, not even that. No, yeah. I in fact, I was thinking of this as I was running into work today about how it was that I started singing. My earliest memory of that was having been playing with you for years. And I don't know why, but at just one point where you were doing a Simon and Garfunkel song, and you were just singing the one part, and I'm just sitting there playing the bass. And I remember it's kind of an out of body experience. Like if I was in the audience and I was looking at me, like, what is that guy doing? Just sitting there. Like, doesn't he know how this song goes? Like,
why isn't he singing?
Start singing, my friend. How's that for an idea? Have you heard this song before? You know? And I remember being frustrated, like that I couldn't just do that. And so that's what started me on the path. And then just biting off small pieces.
Yeah.
Again, I never would have done that had I not been playing with you two.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. We kind of eased you into it, as I recall.
For sure. I still don't like the sound of my voice, and this whole, I'm learning guitar now, and I'm like, you know, singing and playing a little bit, and half of me thinks that that's a really bad idea because it's just me singing. But I'm also getting to the point in my life and my age where I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know? So like.
Well,
like it or don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm just singing for my.
I mean, but you have like empirical evidence that, you know, thousands of people enjoy the sound of your voice. So I mean.
Well, under certain circumstances, primarily when it's alongside yours.
I don't think it's just that, but
I think that's a big. I think that's a big part. Let's not overlook that.
Wow.
That part of the thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So singing was not something that I did until it was playing with you for. Well, and to be fair, you know, in some of the early bands you and I played, and there were other people to do it, right? There was other people to, like Sterling. And Scott.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until there were just two guys on stage, one of whom was singing the vocal part of Simon and Garfunkel, and the other one was not. that the need became much more acute. Right? So
it's just like, well, Garfunkel, if you're not going to sing, just go home.
Right. What are you doing there? I mean, bass playing is, you know, like, thanks, good for you, but you're missing the key element of what this thing is about. So so you know,
well, people, I can definitely tell you that people would not appreciate my cover of Africa as much if it weren't for you, and I'm actually going to demonstrate that shortly. Just like
the people in the office here will get the other half of that. Too,
right on.
And I'm kind of in charge over here, so if somebody doesn't like it, it's too bad. I don't. You can come file it in the complaint box later.
Well, so tell me about what you've been doing with music lately? You've been learning guitar.
Yeah, so and I think having seen some videos with me and you, people who maybe are not paying careful attention had asked me for years, well, why don't you just come and sing and play for the thing? And I said, I don't play guitar. And people are like, what? I said, no, that's a bass in the video. And then people will go, are they different? And I'm like, yeah, they are. And so for years, decades, I just got to the point where I was tired of not knowing how to play guitar. And my oldest daughter, she's 20, she's in her second year at the university. And she loves the same kind of music. All my kids have grown up all knowing all the lyrics to Sugar Magnolia, and Jessica's a big America fan, so she loves the genre, and she has wanted to play guitar for a long time. So I finally just said, all right, you and I are going to go get a teacher. We're going to practice. Like I had been telling my kids with their piano practice, you got to practice an hour every day. I know it's horrible, but nobody, in my experience, nobody ever regretted taking too many lessons. But I know hundreds of people who regretted quitting taking lessons. So I said, I've been telling you guys this, you know, for all of your lives on planet Earth, and now I'm going to get in the same boat with you, and we're going to practice an hour a day, and it's going to suck for the first year, but we're just going to plow through it, and then we can play guitar and we can, you know, sing cowboy harmony songs.
Right on.
And so we both got an instrument, and we both got a teacher, and I would have played a song for you, but the government connection probably is not going to facilitate it. So.
Oh yeah, is she keeping up with you? Or are you keeping up with her?
Yeah. No, we're both. Yeah.
Right on. Cool. That's nice.
Yeah. In fact, I've got a couple of those things posted. I'm trying to experiment a little bit with the audio. I've posted a little bit on Instagram, so I would refer any of the curious to go check me out on Instagram.
On Instagram. Yeah, we'll throw your Instagram up there.
Cool.
You can do that right now while we're chatting for a minute. Yeah, I'm just talking to Tim. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about our time that we spent together for folks' sake. How do you remember, what do you remember about meeting me?
Well, I remember having a mutual friend that wanted to put a band together, and he knew that I played bass, so he said, "Let's go over to this apartment." And it seems there were like 4 or 5 people there, and my memory is that everybody kind of played a couple songs, and my friend, it was a mutual friend, I guess, of yours, or maybe whatever, he was not good with music. And neither were the other people in the room, really. But I remember thinking, Mike is a pleasure to play with and is very good. So I don't want to form a band with all of these guys, but I would like to play with him down the road.
That's funny that you remember it in that context. I don't remember it in like the whole, like he was trying to put together a band context, but maybe you're right. I mean, I'm not denying that, but I just remember it as being sort of like an introduction of, like, this is another music dude, and you lived literally like right around the corner from me.
Yeah,
but that's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
What I don't really remember is what happened in the months and maybe like a year after that. I don't remember I remember some of the places that we played in college, some of the pizza joints and coffee shops and that kind of stuff, but I don't have a memory of like our first or early gigs or anything like that. But I remember Mama's Cafe. I remember Godfather's Pizza. I remember some of those.
Pier 54, that became the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember playing there.
And then it became Rhapsody at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's where we did a couple of those Grateful Dead tribute shows, wasn't it?
Yep. Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember. Do you remember the guys selling acid in the parking lot when the cops showed up? Do you remember that one
I don't remember that. No.
Tribute shows. We took an intermission.
Wow. How legit were we? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No. So at intermission, and I stepped out in the parking lot, and there's like 3 patrol cars out there, and they got guys sitting on the sidewalk, and the cops had come to the show because they had seen it publicized. It was a Grateful Dead cover band that was playing their like easy.
It's
pickings,
too easy,
right? Yeah, shooting fish in a barrel, and they got like 3 guys who were selling doses in the parking lot.
Oh boy, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Very proud of that.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite pie memory, or you want to talk a little bit about the typical night at the pie?
So the typical night at the pie was I would get there late, right?
Yeah, a little later than me. I had more setting up to do, but yeah.
Yeah. So you would bring the whole PA and set the whole thing up, and I just kind of stroll in like I own the joint. But eat the pizza and then get set up. What was funny was after YouTube started to get a little bit of traction, one of the, I think, for early indications to me that this was something different was going on was when you had people from out of town that was coming to the pie, and the distances started to grow. There was somebody from like Iowa, and there were people from back east, and they're like, "We came out here to see you," and I was like, "Why would you do that?" And
then we had Australia.
Richard Drew, right?
Yep,
so Richard came from Australia, and when you and I went to Australia in 2017, we hooked up with him in Sydney.
Yeah.
He was there for the Sydney show and played a tune, and I kicked around the city a little bit with him. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Somebody from Poland, and so that was an early indication that something was going on with this internet thing,
and it got to the point where we didn't really care about how many people showed up at the pie in the room, because we were kind of like thinking about YouTube, right?
Yeah.
After a while, yeah. It became like we're playing for the world, and anybody who happens to be in the room, that's fine too.
Yeah. And to be fair, most of them were there for the pizza anyway.
Yeah. It was sort of a mutual ignoring of each other.
Yeah.
No, but we would certainly acknowledge people in the room to the extent that they acknowledged us. It wasn't like we were like standoffish about it, but like if they were ignoring us, we're like, okay. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
It's pretty funny. And like, tell me what you remember about the actual. Oh, by the way, let's talk about Africa for a minute.
Oh yeah.
And I have a prop. This is the actual shirt that I wore in the Africa video.
Nice.
And whoops! Someone was stepping on my cable as I try to stand up. You will notice that this is a double XL I'm not going to try to put it on, but it's very large. I wear a medium now, so.
Yeah,
but I still have the shirt.
Cool.
Maybe I'll auction it off for charity someday. Who knows?
There you go. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, so what do you remember about film in Africa?
It seems like we had. It seems like we had played it before. I mean,
we'd played it maybe once.
Maybe once.
Yeah,
maybe,
at the other pie. At the other pie. At the downstairs pie.
I don't have a recollection of playing it because I remember when it was suggested that we play it and you were like, okay, we're going to play it. I was like, well, at least I have a chart that's in the right key. So
that's always helpful.
Yeah. So if nothing else, I'll just kind of default to the chart.
Make it through. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why some people have asked like why we're laughing at the end of the thing, whether it's like the audience, reaction or whatever. And I think your experience was mine. I think that we were just amused that we got to the end together, sort of in one piece. Like wow, I'm not sure how we sort of pulled that off.
From and people like sometimes like they wonder about our reaction at the end, and they think they assume that we are reacting to the lack of reaction. Right? That we're going like, wow, we just did something amazing and nobody cared.
Yeah.
And that's not what we were thinking at all, correct?
Not at all.
Yeah. No.
You could see like we think like we just hit it out of the park.
No, yeah.
That's right. No.
And that is not neither of us is thinking that. No.
No, what we're thinking is I thought that would be a much bigger train wreck than it actually was.
And my reaction is more like, well, that just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? It's just kind of like we just made a big noise. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but we survived and we're on to the next song, right?
Yeah, there's your request.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is what I remember about Africa. My own short history of Africa was I used to sing it with my friend Wendy Jernigan, that you know Wendy. She used to sing with us. And Wendy's now in Charleston, South Carolina. Hi, Wendy. And but I remember singing it with her, but I would sing the low part, and she would sing the high part. Yeah. And then after a while, I was just like, I'll try the high part. I don't know if I can do it, And so that left you to sing the low part, and and so neither of us really felt great about what we were doing that day.
No.
It's pretty funny.
And I, when you were asking me about, sending me the video before you released it, and whether or not we should.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I never used to do that. That was the first time I ever did that, right?
Yeah.
I sent you Africa before I posted it publicly, asking you if I should post it.
Yeah.
Because that's how we felt about it. I was like, I guess this is okay, but what do you think? I didn't want to like embarrass you. Like I didn't want to put it out there and have you be like, why did you do that?
And I said, I don't know, man. You can post if you want, but I don't know. I wasn't super happy with my. Because I don't know, I just...
we both thought, well, maybe we could do it better next time or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We kind of, And I was kind of like, part of me was just like, well, you know what? I've put this together, let's just move on. Like that was kind of my thought. Yeah.
Sunk costs.
Yeah. I've spent the time. We're moving on. Yeah. We're on to Cincinnati. No, anyway. Yeah. So, that was my take. But so it's kind of funny. Neither of us would have expected the reaction it got. So tell me, we've been talking for a while, and we had the technical glitch, and I want to get back to some music for folks. But let me, before I let you go, do you have any favorite gig experiences that you've had playing with me?
Well, I mean, what a privilege. The local stuff was fun. Riding a gondola with you was fun. Do you remember that one? Remember how we had to play at the top of the ski resort in the summer.
Yeah, that kind of gondola. That kind of gondola. Sorry. Yeah, you threw me. Yeah.
Not the canals of Venice.
Right. I'm like. Okay. Bringing the gear up. Yep. Totally.
Right in the ski gondola.
Yep. That's crazy.
But going to England, and London, and out to the country, and Australia.
Yeah. There's been some good shows.
Incredible.
Yeah. Been to New York a couple times.
New York a couple times.
The Viper Room.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Meeting people who wanted to see me and you and us, and and we're happy.
Yeah,
with
it's like you get this
what
like
we're doing.
you have like a day job, but then you get to go play Rockstar sometimes. It's kind of fun. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the time that we spent together and all the great music that we've made
Absolutely.
together. And I look forward to more.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Well, this has been fun, man. Invite me back on whenever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
It sure beats working.
Fair enough. Cool, man. Yeah, stay safe and say hi to Steph and the girls.
You too.
And
absolutely, say hi to your family.
Yep. And I guess the next gig that we have scheduled together is in April in New York. At the Cutting Room? Not April, sorry, August.
April, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
August, sorry, not April. I meant August. Yeah, August, I think it's the 21st or something at the Cutting Room, and I think the odds of that happening are pretty good.
I hope so. I think so. Yeah, I hope so.
And we should let people know that we're available for private gigs too. If you want both Jeff and I to show up at your house and play some music for you, that can definitely be arranged.
Yeah, for sure.
For any private or public function or corporate, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do it all. So good, man.
Cool, man.
Good to see you. And and you, I want to play a request for you. What you told me it was yesterday. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know. But what was your request?
Yeah. So and this gets back to a lot of the music that I really didn't know or appreciate until I played it with you. The two bands in particular, Radiohead, which is what incredible composition and music and performance and everything, and Coldplay. Like that stuff's gonna be classical music in 200 years.
Right
It's gonna live forever. So
right on.
So and I love the way you do Warning Sign. I know you don't like it when people say that you do it better than the original.
Well, that's
you don't have to agree with that. I don't argue about it. But I think I love it. So
I have no problem with people saying they prefer my version to the original.
Okay. Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I said earlier. So,
yeah. Right on.
But I mean, all the best to you, man. And
you as well.
I'm so proud of you with your killing it in your career and your
Thank
music.
you.
That's fantastic.
Thanks, man.
So
right
let's pray for New York, man, in August. That'll be great. And the city will hopefully be back to normal, and we'll be out of this thing. And so
I know YouTube has gotten a kick out of seeing you and hearing you talk to me and getting to know you a little bit better. So I appreciate your time, man.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy.
I'll see you soon.
Excellent. All right. Thanks. Take care.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Right, see you. Bye.
See ya. Cool, man. Jeff Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Hall. Take my ears out.
It seemed like his phone quality was better after it shut down.
You mean the picture? Yeah. Well, the picture quality is, he is right that if you sit still, it makes it easier for the there's less work for the camera to do when the camera's stationary. So, all right, so we talked about some music. I'm going to try Africa. It's been about an hour since I sang anything, so we'll see how it sounds. But what'd you say, Tim?
I'm surprised the stream stayed alive.
Well, yeah, for good or for better or for worse. We didn't end the stream, so we kept the same feed, and we just lost what we were sending. Terribly, I guess that's what happened. That was weird. That was no fault of Tim's. It was just literally a random crash of the software that we used to send. He was clicking on normal buttons within the software and, just decided to go away. I honestly don't know why it would have caused it, but can you mute for a sec so I can take a sip here? Should I put this on? Here, let's do this. On display? How's that? It's not much of a display. Like a permanent display? Yeah. I'll donate it to the Denver Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No, I don't know if there's anything local. No. Or that anyone would care. What? Oh wow. Nice. Alright, we're gonna sing some songs for you.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me toward salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never have. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never have. Ooh. Hurry boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in bless the rains down in it's gonna take some time, to do the things we never have. Ooh.
Cool. It's always more fun to sing it with someone else, but happy to do it by myself when the circumstances require. And this is a warning sign.
Jeff's request. Back to haunt me, and I realize I started looking and the bubble burst. I started looking for excuses. Come on in. I've got to tell you what a state I'm in. I've got to tell you in my loudest tone that I started looking for a warning sign. When the truth is, I miss you. Yeah, the truth is that I miss you so. Warning sign. I missed the good part, then I realized you came upon me and I passed you by. You were an island to discover. Come on in. I've got to tell you what a state I'm in. I've got to tell you in my loudest tones. I started looking for a warning sign. When the truth is, I miss you. Yeah, the truth is that I miss you so, and I'm tired. I should not have let you go. So I crawl back into your open arms. Yes, I crawl back into your open arms. Yes, I crawl back into your open arms, and I crawl back into your open arms.
Pair character, bowing down, saying thank you. Thank you, Hafiz. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you to all of you chatters and super chatters. It's all appreciated. Where does that leave us?
We got some requests.
Not sure what we've got lined up here. Ugh. See what I got here. Oh, I'm not actually. Yeah, I can't even see anything that old that if I haven't already played it. So, super chat wise. Oh, Sweet Clarion. Oh, Wicked Game. Okay. Andy's letting me know what I missed. Mark wanted Sweet Caroline. You know, or we could. I guess I could try Sweet Caroline. I don't know if I will actually. No, I'll do Wicked Game instead. I play Sweet Caroline, and I've had other people sing it, like my friend Scott, when I've played it, but I don't know if I've ever actually performed it. Maybe once, but I've taken enough risks lately. Let's just try to do something I can do relatively competently instead. Famous last words. What? Oh, you know, I don't know any Stereophonics. I saw that. I appreciate the suggestion. Oh, the song list is at mikemassé.com/songs if you want to make a request. But to be honest with you, we're kind of reaching the end here. I'll take a super chat request for the last song, if somebody wants to pick the last song for me. Highest bidder. And I should also mention again that I will be doing a full-length show tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll be playing for hour and a half. Oh, we can't go over 2 hours because it'll. Remember, the first part of the show will get cut off. So tomorrow it'll be less than 2 hours, but
This one's almost a full-length show.
yeah, we're getting there. I'm mostly talking. All right, we're gonna do some Wicked Game for you.
And this will be my last song, and then the song after that will be the encore. World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. It's only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart with you. With you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do. Let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. Never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you. Well, now I don't wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart with you. This world is only gonna break your heart with you. World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I'd never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. It's only gonna break your heart. No, I don't wanna fall in love. It's only gonna break your heart with you. With you. no one.
Thank you. Good night. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's fine.
Oh, you got one. You got it.
Oh boy. Steven. I very, very much appreciate that. Yeah, Black Hole Sun is one that I have to kind of prepare for because it requires I have to retune my guitar and practice it. Do you have another request? Like right now? Steven.
You're gonna have to wait like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But I do want to do that one soon. I've seen it requested by people, and it's on my list of things I want to do. But it's just not one I can do every time. And I just need to practice it. Apart from that, and it's I don't practice it as often because I have to retune my guitar just to do that. So yeah. Anyway, the songs that require their own tuning make it harder.
Is tomorrow night a song, or is that just them?
Tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow night, Steven. Maybe tomorrow night.
You can take it off.
I can try. What's that? Oh, I can take it. See, I lost it already. This is a situation where I found it. Sometimes it scrolls away from me because mine keeps moving, you know.
Okay, if you want it tomorrow, just take the next time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do Cheryl's other request for Wayne's birthday. I'm gonna try this for you, Cheryl. I think. Ooh. We'll see how it goes. Whoops. Let me do that. Okay. This might be a mistake. Based on how my voice feels right now. I don't know if I have enough voice for this, but I'm going to give you all the voice I have left today because this is the last official singing I'm doing of the day. It's all for you. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Full-length show. I'm going to post that soon, so check. I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter, the link, and check back on my channel. And don't forget to do the little thing on my channel where you go to subscribe and you click notifications, and that way you'll get them all.
From father to son, blood runs thin. Ooh, see faces frozen still against the wind. The seam is split, cold face cracked. The lines are long, there's no going back. Through hands of steel and heart of stone, our Labor Day has come and gone. Yeah, you leave me holding on in Red Hill Town. See the lights go down on, hanging on. You're all that's left to hold on to. I'm still waiting, hanging on. You're all that's left to hold on to. Glass is cut, the bottle run dry. Our love runs cold through the caverns of the night. We're wounded by fear, injured in doubt. I can lose myself, you I can't live without. Yeah, you keep me holding on in Red Hill Town. See the lights go down on, hanging on. You're all that's left to hold on to. I'm still waiting, hanging on. All that's left to hold on to. scorch the earth, set fire to the sky. We stoop so low to reach so high. Our link is lost, our chain undone. We wait all day for night to come, and it comes like a hunted child. Hanging on, you're all that's left to hold on to. I'm still waiting, I'm hanging on. You're all that's left to hold on to. Love slowly stripped away. Love seen its better day. Hanging on, you're all that's left to hold on to. Lights go out on Red Hill. Lights go out on Red Hill. Lights go down on Red Hill. Lights go down on Red Hill Town. Lights go out on Red Hill.
Something like that. That's all the voice I had. So I gave it to you. Yeah, you know, some days are better than others, as you two would say. So, love you guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Kat. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone else. If you made a PayPal donation, it's very kind of you, and I will see those and I will read those notes. And the same is true of Venmo. So if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, when we go off air, those two options are still available. And also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, same time, 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. I think I'm still -6 GMT right now, so you can do the math. And it's in the evening for Europe. So, and thanks to Tim. Tim, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Cool. Thanks for bearing with us with the technical difficulties. And but it was a good interview. It was good to talk to Jeff. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Cover the music. Cover the world.